Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and the brain of turnip.
Aye, Grandma Donut used to say, cold beer and cold steel are two of life's greatest pleasures.
Undra Vermis, a drowned necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
I got a hard time last episode about my negative comment about my old amputee boyfriend, Bob. So I'd like to tell you something positive about him. On the one hand, he had all his fingers, and on the other, he didn't.
Tish Dusklight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
I think I thought I'd just do an oldie but a goodie. So won't you tell me the truth? Are you dwarf enough? Ooh, are you dwarf enough, Duncan? Thank you.
Oh yes, I am.
He is 100% dwarf.
Dwarf. Hard.
I'm 3% dwarf, I think.
100% dwarf.
Hard.
Okay.
Hard.
Yeah.
Two Mickey.
Hard dwarf.
Two Mickey done.
And
Steel and
Skold
beer.
Gunvardsen,
Yeah.
a war cleric of Rowan who lets his hammer do most of the talking.
Swoon.
Så försiktighet sänker inte båten. Because you guys are thinking I'm taking it too slow and careful and stuff. So that's the old saying that caution does not tip the boat.
No.
That makes
Unless-
sense. That
yeah.
one.
Unless that
Yeah.
boat is actually a dead octopus.
Oh,
And
the
then it
octo
didn't
boat.
matter.
The octo
Yeah.
boat, no, it just sunk,
He's so
didn't it?
clever, yes?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I like
Great.
that.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
But you spent a lot of time in boats, didn't you? Because you were like fishing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boats and
that-
stuff.
Yeah.
He hates the fishes.
No, I don't like the fishes.
Just a little nibbly.
Nibbly, nibbly,
No.
fish.
They're like you, don't they?
No, we're not going down the fish road. It's bad enough fighting them mermaids. And you shouldn't like them
Yeah.
either because they like killed you nearly.
Yeah, they were pretty.
Yeah.
They were,
But you know,
That
a
was
lot of
the
things
case.
nearly kill me.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
We pick up, entering the town meeting hall, the town hall, where there is a meeting going on with the majority of the town in attendance. All you know from brief comments made outside the Graceful Swan are that 2 children have gone missing.
Dun, dun.
dun.
We didn't kill them, did we?
No.
Okay,
we
I'm
don't.
just checking.
That's what I was
We
thinking
weren't
last
even
time.
here,
Yeah.
man.
No.
As you walk in,
We try not
the
to.
mayor is at the front. Order! Come on, this is not helping anybody. We need to think about this logically. And she kind of looks over. And I know you're worried about the children. And then this kind of familiar-looking gentleman and a Thorn who runs Thorn's Ranch, kind of the northern point of the village, where you vacated a number of times, had some very good pie, scared his children witless.
Played
You're
with
kind of in a slightly angry, upset voice, kind of jostled by a group of maybe about 6 or 7 other males. It's like, it's not your children that have gone missing, Lorelei. I think you need to back us, and we say we're going to go out now and search for them. It's like people kind of cheer, and she turns around again to the mayor. She goes, I just don't think it's wise venturing off into the woods in search of who knows what in the dark. Let's think about this logically. And there's kind of toing and froing on this conversation.
Can I just make my way to the front?
You certainly can.
I will look around and see if I can see any specific people that I seem to be missing from here. that people I know from.
Make a perception check.
Yay! So that's a 19 on the dice.
Wow.
And so that's a 26.
The majority of people who you would expect to be here that you recognise are here. You can't see Balin Silverfire. the wizard who you know abides in the town hall, the mayor
Nigel.
house.
Nigel.
Nigel's not
Nigel,
there.
yeah. But there are familiar faces,
Sorry, I
people you've
forgot.
passed in the pub, some of the guards from the town. There doesn't look like there is still anyone here from the mining company, the merchants' representatives. They all seem to be residents of the town. And obviously Tank and Letitia are not here as well, because they're at the inn. But
I will give Lorelei the traditional dwarven welcome. Hello. Seems
wonderful.
like we've just turned up at the right time. Do you need a hand?
and she kind of looks at you and pauses for a second.
I have that effect on people.
She quickly looks over. I think, and she addresses the room. I think, Ander, I think, maybe in hindsight, I can understand your want to go and search. Why don't you take another 7 or so of the men and carefully search? And she pauses again. The northwestern side of the woods, perhaps. Let's cover off that area this evening and overnight, and then we can start working on the northeastern section tomorrow. Does that sound suitable for you? Because then he immediately said, "Finally, you've seen sense, woman. Right, come on, let's go. There's no time to be wasting. It could be in a bear cave or a pit trap or something else." And as he walks out the room, not staying to talk about anything else. He pauses just to comfort Amelia Thorne, his wife, who is surrounded by a group of mums or women, and you can see her cheeks are just puffed up and red eyes from where she's been crying. And he says something to her quietly and then just kind of moves off and out the front door, followed by kind of a group of males as they will go off to start searching part of the wood, the Dark Shadow Woods, north of the village, north of the town. As that happens, Lorelei turns to you, Duncan, and he's like, "Yes, your timing is impeccable, Duncan. Give me a few moments, and I
It's
will."
titled my sex parchment.
That's not what I've heard, but okay, I'll be right back. And she just kind of wanders off for a moment to talk to a few other people.
Wow, there's some heavy things going on there.
She comes back a few moments later. She's like, "Yes, you're absolutely right. And where the rest of you?" She kind of starts looking for the others. So she's looking around at the back. Undra, Tish, what are you two doing?
I wanted to go and help search those 7 men.
You want to search the 7 men?
Yes, I thought that was what the offer was. No? Okay.
You're so funny. I was just listening in, trying to see if I could pick up any tidbits of information.
I wondered
Do
if
I?
the lady was crying because her husband is such an ass.
Oh,
Probably.
no. I think it's because they've lost their children. That's quite sad.
Oh, I see. Yes,
Yeah.
you would cry.
Yeah, you
You
lost
would
your
cry.
children.
I liked those children. They loved our show.
They did love
not?
our
Yeah,
puppet show.
well,
Yeah,
I might go and talk to that crying woman over there and see if I can.
Just wave your hair at her.
Yeah,
let her
she probably likes me.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can get some information.
Yeah, you do that.
Maybe let her touch your hammer.
No,
No.
that's
Just
Another
for you,
time.
yes?
yeah,
another
that's
time.
just for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Timing, guys, timing.
I could describe it to her if she needs.
I can show it to her.
Okay.
So you're making your way over to Amelia Thorne.
Sure.
As the 3 of you congregate, and the mayor, Lorelei, turns around and she's like, the crux of it is, Rosie and Niall Thorne have been missing since probably late last night. We're not entirely sure. At first we thought they were just hiding out in the woods or somewhere in the village, but when we were unable to find them this morning, that's when Ander started to get a little bit panicked. And now, with nearly a full day's gone, they should be home. They know not to do this, and as you can understand, the children, the whole town is kind of banded together. This is serious. No one likes to see children go missing for any reason. Obviously, the thought, I think, is that they are missing in the woods. in the Wood Shadow Forest. But I have my suspicions, and she kind of looks around of where they may be or who may have taken them. And I don't think it's as simple as a bear. Well, hopefully, I mean, maybe there's this opportunity that they're still okay. And she kind of brings you to a far corner of the hall where it's as far away from anyone else or a group as she can manage. And there's a few people that she kind of waves off, dismissing them. I have it on good authority that... Do you know anything of Blackstone Manor?
Oh, yes, it was overtaken by goblins, wasn't it?
That is correct, yes. Blackstone Manor has been abandoned for an awfully long time. And we think that the wonderful work you did of chasing out the goblins out of the under mountain cave, or the Underhill Cave, that displaced some of them, and it seems that some of them have taken up residence at the abandoned manor. Now, there's a story behind the manor itself, and the reason why no one else has really taken it up is because it's still owned by the Herrick family. They just chose for the unfortunate circumstances surrounding the manor to move away.
Didn't their son die or something? Have I made that up?
No, the wife.
The wife died.
Yes.
That's right.
Daisy Herrick. Unfortunate circumstances there, unfortunately, and the father took his son Samuel away, and they live now, I think, in Hawksmoor or somewhere else, and they'll come back. But the land, you see, the land around the manor, there's a beautiful stretch of river there, which is rife with fishing. Lots of deer kind of graze in the woodlands surrounding the area, and it's a relatively good source of wild foraging and hunting. And the reason we picked up on the new inhabitants is that suddenly a number of people being chased off the land, or suddenly there not being so much available, the deer being scarcer or skittish. So yes, and unfortunately, on the edge of the woods, old man Kep found a number of best way to describe them, crossbow bolts, but they're so rangy. The fletchlings are old and just kind of piecemeal, and not anything that a hunter worth his weight or her weight would actually ever use. I've seen them before. Sometimes goblins will take old ammunition and use it over and over and over again until it's falling apart. And I'm kind of putting a couple of things together, and I wonder if maybe the children were snatched or taken for I don't know what reason.
Oh, they'd eat them.
Yes.
Well, I know they would, but I wonder if we have a window, and I just feel that letting, that's a nice way to say it, a mob go and search the manor is just going to lead in more issues. More harm than good.
Better to send like 4 amazing professionals.
Yeah,
well,
it sounds like a professional job.
I saw you. I knew you were out of town, and then when I saw you, Duncan, that is why I suddenly sent the others off. They're tied up searching the opposite ends of the woods to the manor. So maybe, and I don't know how tired you are, but maybe at first light, or you can go now. A quick search, some scouting perhaps.
Sleep in.
I mean, it would be...
In the morning time.
I say that no one else in the village is as equipped as you 4 are.
Well, as I like to say, if you've got a problem that no one else can solve, and if you can find them, then you might need to hire the D team.
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say Ghostbusters.
We love the D.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Plan D.
What are Ghostbusters?
It's just other work we do. Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
yeah.
You're really you're expanding out.
Heck yeah.
As you might need that with the manor itself.
Yeah, with
being
Daisy,
haunted.
she might be
Haunted.
haunting it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's why no one lives there. There's this feeling that
It's haunted.
it is haunted and
Don't cross the streams. That's what Grandma Dana
Yeah.
always used to say.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do
Never
that.
cross the street.
You're
no.
good with dead stuff.
No, I love a bit of dead stuff.
But if
Did
you are
stuff.
keen
Oh,
to
dear.
lend a
Whatever.
hand once again,
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think we got a hand somewhere.
Yes, I have.
You've got
several.
it with the arm with the
Do
tattoo.
you want it
on
with skin or without? Or-
Or we could just go and like kill the goblins and rescue the children if that's
Yeah.
a better
Oh,
idea.
I
yes,
think
we
that's
can do that.
marvellous.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Do we go now or do we have a quick kip?
Well,
They'll be out searching the woods for probably most of the night, and then they'll
I think we have a
return.
little rest.
do you think though, like, you know, I
I've
don't...
been travelling all day.
Oh, we have been travelling all day, so we're quite tired. But then, you know, if we leave the children there, might be like breakfast.
What if we got there and slept not far from the manor?
Shall we go and sleep in the haunted house?
Well, that's the other-
Yes,
that's-
I'm all for this.
Maybe
yes.
we should just have
You
a
should
nap.
go and have a good slumber in the big house.
Oh yeah, let's wait at the tavern till the morning comes.
It'll be fine.
What do you think, Scold? Your man of reason.
Right, he's wandered off
Yeah.
over to Amelia,
Oh, you wandered
I'm
off, sorry.
comforting the.
and
He's going,
whilst
look how
he
big
does
it
it,
is.
trying to
It's so
figure out what you
heavy.
want to do.
No, I'm talking to my little puppet, Scold, who makes more sense. What do you think, Scold? Oh, I think we should lay down and have a little sleep in the middle of the battle.
It was so
From a
long.
distance, you see Duncan pull this, I'm not sure what, out of his pocket and just go,
Oh no, I try not to look at it.
Look at your
the mayor just looks at you and goes, I think you missed your calling, Duncan.
So anyway, do we go tonight or do we go in the morning?
You think we should go tonight?
That's what like my heart is telling me, to be honest, because I'm worried about the children.
Oh, oh, buddy.
You know, how would we feel if we got there and we had like, you know, we went to the pub, had a few beers, had a good night's sleep, went there in the morning, and then in the pot there's just like a little kiddie's leg hanging out. You know, we'd feel quite well. I'd feel quite bad about that.
I wouldn't be able to do my little wolf show.
Oh,
Oh, I would like to show them.
yeah. No, let's go tonight.
Yes, I've got a hand.
Yeah.
You're over
You're
with
just
Amelia
going to have to
Thorne.
look after me.
What do you, as you approach her, she's obviously got a couple of friends around her, comforting her. And it's okay, they'll find them, Amelia.
I'm sorry to do this right now, but time is of the essence.
What do you mean?
Well,
Where's the grape?
What does he mean?
I
Maggie,
mean that we're gonna find your children and have them home. So, just want to ask you, do you know where they like to hang out in the woods?
They wouldn't be lost, would they?
Well,
Oh, look what you did. Look what you did.
We've searched the obvious places,
all right.
and we don't know where they were taken from. And they know not to stay out past dark.
No, and I'm pretty sure we've taught them life lessons about not wanting to hang around strangers. No, but oh,
Look, it's going. Look how well it's going.
yes. Yeah, I like crying things.
I will come over to
Well,
join Nana.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Just
Well,
a little
we'll
support.
start searching at your house, and you just keep doing what you're
Why are you
doing.
searching at our house?
Because
Why would you want to search at our house?
well,
Why would you not
Always
search
the
at our
best.
house?
because we need something with their smell on, because our dwarf has got a keen sense of smell.
I have Na's scarf that has.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
She offers it to
Yes, I'll take the scarf.
you. Little kind of blue scarf.
Yeah, I'll just put it in my pocket.
I want that back.
Yeah, you're gonna get it back with the little what you say his name was?
Niall.
Nile. All right. Yes.
Bring him. Puts her hand.
Blue scarf hanging
Bring
out
him
his
back,
right
please,
foot.
safely to me.
Yes, we will do our best.
Thank you. And she turns around. What if they can't find him? I can't lose my baby.
I will come over and I will say
Yeah.
to her, my dear, it's okay. If they are already dead, we will bring back their bodies so you can give them a good burial according to your customs. I'm very good at fixing open wounds.
Yeah,
They
one of
will
the
be
women says, I
fine.
think you've said enough. I think you should go now.
I have comforted her.
Yes, no, you haven't.
You've done a good job there, Andrew, here.
Stupid
Yes.
elf.
What?
Come
I
on,
beg your
Amelia, come
pardon.
on. It's all right. She kind of walks around. She's sobbing.
Is Lorelei still in here?
But she's just watched as her mouth is wide open. Like, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
walk
she
over to
fancies
her.
me.
Yeah, she looks at you. She's like, well done, Miss Gold. Tactful.
How do you know my name?
Yes, I do.
So,
Do you want to see my name?
where's Nigel?
It's shiny.
He's out of town. He, like you were. He travels.
When did you leave?
When did he leave? Well, he's not been here for about a week. He wasn't.
Oh,
Nigel.
Yes, he's gone north. He's up in Ranford.
What's up there, guys?
Oh, as a meeting he's got with some brethren or fellow.
that sounds like an exclusive society.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Do they sacrifice children?
No, they pay them fairly for their work.
What is he going great these days?
I don't know. There's a meeting of minds and some discussions on magic things. I don't know. I'm not his boss. He comes and goes as he pleases.
How far is it to Blackstone Manor?
About 3 hours trek through the woods, kind of northeast.
It was just like sundown, was it now? Is that right?
So you'll be travelling mostly into the dark, into the night.
Oh, that's good. Let's go.
Yes, I love to go through the woods in the night.
Yes, I mean,
Should we get our hoi-ho back?
you're what?
The horses?
What did you call
That's
them?
what I thought you said.
Yes.
Hoi ho.
The horses, yes. Should we get the
Hoi
horses
hoi.
back?
Hoi hoi.
Yeah.
The
She's
hoi
been
ho.
learning local dialects, guys. Just roll with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Katie Heidi, we will go. Let's not push it. Slowly. Yeah,
Are
we
we
should
walking?
ride.
I think we should walk because the horses were they're quite
be
safe in the
noisy.
stables.
Yeah,
and they'll
I
probably
think-
just get killed and we're supposed to give them back to that man, aren't we?
And I'm not a great rider
No,
of horses.
no. Banisters, different
Banisters,
matter.
different matter.
But they're all
Hey,
downhill, aren't they?
what?
They're all downhill banisters. They're easy to ride.
So, do you agree we should go tonight,
It's
Sean?
dangerous.
So do we know where to start?
We've got Blackstone Manor.
Oh, okay.
That way.
It's full of goblins,
3 hours from
and I
here.
think they might have stolen them.
Let's go.
Oh, are those the goblins from that other tribe? The
Yeah.
one with
Are
the
they the
hands
red
and stuff?
The Red
Yeah.
Hand
Yeah.
tribe, yeah.
The
Yes.
red-haired man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They were quite mean.
They
Yeah,
were-
I
Yeah, they
think
needed a
those
good-
need to be eradicated, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, or eradicated. That sounds. Let's go to it then.
Yeah. And also, I got this scarf just in case we find some dogs or something, I can sniff out the children.
Oh,
I know, yeah, I made up this thing that you've got a very keen nose, so...
I've got a key nose.
Yeah, so if you sniff
Yes.
this and then you can track them, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing I can have a smell is myself though, because I stink.
Yeah.
Yes. I can find him very well just by my sense
Yeah.
of smell.
No one's going to lose me, that's for certain.
No.
It's like a defensive mechanism.
And also I've heard if that, like you sniff yourself to reset your nose. I've heard that.
Do you?
Yeah, some fancy elves were telling me that when they were like...
Don't trust them.
No, when they were like drinking their wines and stuff.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Oh,
they were,
I see.
Why?
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
Why?
Yeah.
They
Elven, eh?
reset their nose, yeah.
You're talking.
Who are you?
I must say, when you all get into your conversations, it's the most fascinating thing to stand and listen. Really, I don't know how you come up with this stuff, but I'm going to do some work. Please be careful. out in the woods. There are things out there that will eat you.
Oh,
Not
careful,
until we eat them first.
careful's my
And
middle name.
I pray that you can bring those 2 children back
Yes.
safely.
Yes. Have the
Oh,
reward
yes,
ready.
the children.
Children,
Yes,
2 of them,
yes.
a girl and a boy.
Rosie and Niall.
Oh, good job,
Yes.
you.
If we find anything that is trying to eat us in the woods, we will bring back its head for you.
I will make a deal with you now. As
Go
well.
on.
Anything in recompense, anything you find, you will keep. Does that sound fair?
All right. So start looking around the room.
So,
Anything you find at the manor,
like if we find a whole manor,
I
then
don't
we
know.
own a house.
Yeah.
So we find the manor, it's
Yes.
ours.
It's ours.
you know what I meant.
No,
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
No,
If you find
Let's go
any,
find a
if you find
manor.
any good things within the manor
Yep.
that you can put in your bag,
No,
and
that-
bring home,
that's
Oh, bag
we
stuff.
will call that
Like
recompense.
Pingers.
Tank was
Yeah.
just saying, why don't we get a
Yeah.
house
He was
and
saying
settle
that.
down?
And
I
no
know.
one wants to live
He wants
here.
us to have him
who
in.
owns
but
this
it actually
manor?
belongs to someone else, doesn't it?
The
Is the thing.
gentleman is called Aaron Herrick.
Remember, like
And he's
his
got
wife
some
He's
called
now,
Samuel.
he's now a merchant, lives, I
His
think, in
wife-
Hawksmoor, and his son was actually.
So why has he rented it
son
out to
what?
goblins?
Hold on, his son what?
Oh, I think they might be squatters. I don't think they're paying a fair rent for it, probably.
No. What's up with his son?
He was actually in town not a few days ago.
Really?
Yeah, last
What's
week.
his name again?
Sam.
That's it, Sam.
He's a young man. Letitia said she saw him. Not Letitia.
Emilia.
No. Oh, well, maybe it was. I was talking to Letitia. She said she
At
saw
the
him in the inn.
Yep.
It was the night you were here last. Just before you went off to whatever errand you've been on.
Oh yeah, before we left to go over to Tank's mum's house.
Did we
Sorry,
talk to anyone
Simon's.
that night? I can't remember now. So much has happened.
Oh my god, what
I
episode
believe
was
I
I
that?
believe you talked to
The circus performers were
Edwin.
now.
in the bar in the tavern. Is that correct?
Who?
Edwin Halfhart.
Oh,
Edmund.
Edmund.
Yes, right, Edmund. Letitia said you were speaking to Edmund, and then that is when you made tracks to go and follow her husband.
That's
That's
right.
Apparently
right,
there was a young man in the tavern that night. It's just struck me that I believe she spoke to him, and he said he was. Oh no. I think he was visiting the inn as well.
Do you think we should go and speak to Letitia before we go?
So we could have a quick piece of pie, bit of sustenance.
A pie and a
I
pint.
would
yeah.
recommend that maybe get yourself some torches for the trip.
Oh, I can see.
Yes.
You need a torch.
Blind him in blind
Yeah.
face will be
All right, we'll pop to the pub to see Letitia first. Get some.
Edwin.
Take care, and I will see you all well and good tomorrow.
Heck you.
And you leave the meeting room, make your way to the Graceful Swan, and you enter. And there's only about half a dozen people in the inn.
It's pretty quiet.
It is. It's pretty quiet.
I'm pretty sure, like, did Lorelai say she was here in town last time we were here? Because I'm pretty sure she had left town to go to the East Coast.
No, the
she
dude.
Sam was.
No,
Sam.
like way back when we were.
Oh, she's been speaking to Letitia. Speaks.
Okay,
So
so
Letitia has been
okay,
talking to her.
okay, so yeah.
You as you walk into the inn, there's Tank isn't in here. Letitia is behind the bar. There are about half a dozen or so people in the bar. None of them are familiar. They all look like they're travelling in travellers' clothes. There are a group of humans sitting, eating, drinking, and they're dressed for the road. And then there are 2 people sitting together. They're an elf and a gnome, and they're dressed more colourfully. And they're
course.
sharing a bottle of red wine.
Ooh.
They'd be from the circus. You go and talk to them, Tish. I'll
Yep.
talk to Letitia.
That's cool. Who am I going to see? Oh, the gnome.
The gnome and the elf.
Yep. I'm gonna. Could I grab a drink from the bar and pop over
You do.
and say,
I will make myself scarce.
I mean, as you all 4 walk in, everyone stops, looks up at you, and kind of nods, and then go back to the conversation. You've basically doubled the number of people in the tavern, which is quite quiet and empty.
and I think I should try like a typical dwarven
Mm.
and just go, hello. How are you?
Oh, you've learnt another language.
I know, I've learned how to say hello in Dwarf.
Dwarven.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hello, Finham. How are you doing? Nice to see one of my own. Isn't that right, Everin? See, told you this was a quality establishment.
Well, are you guys part of the travelling circus that's coming through?
And the elf said, "That is a very good assumption of you. Yes, we are. You've obviously heard that we're arriving soon.
Yeah, we've been hearing about you, and you're just so much more colourful and exciting than the rest of
Well,
the drabness around here.
I feel personally, as do all of us in the company, that you should live life as you wish and not let the confines of social dictate the way you come across to the world.
You just get amongst it and get out there.
Exactly. You should let your own being shine forth.
That's what my friend does. Is that dwarf over there? He can set his ass on fire. It's amazing.
Why, he would fit right into our act.
What sort of axe do you guys have?
Well, I tell you what, we don't have dwarf fire art.
Oh, that's so exciting. He'd be so excited. His name's Duncan. My name's Tish. I'm actually a rock gnome bard. What's your names?
Well, and he stands up and kind of bows to you in a very graceful manner. Well, my name is Averon, and the gnome drops up. And I'm Roosh. Pleasure to meet you. What was your name again?
I'm Tish.
Tish,
Roosh.
nice to meet you, Tish. Oh, I'm so good to see another gnome here.
I know. We're so it's hard to find us in the world. What do you do?
I just work moving stuff around and then just kind of do
like
some
a
miming,
roadie.
and then she just suddenly goes quiet and goes.
Oh
See,
wow!
I've been practicing that so much.
Super talented.
Yeah.
Wow.
The elf turns around and goes, "And you're doing an exceptional job, Roosh. Keep up the good work.
Oh.
You'll be part of the act before you know it. It's just diligence and perseverance."
And Everin, what do you do?
I just do occasional parlour tricks and just little kind of ditties for kind of just general amusement. And as he does that, he comes up to your hair and goes, "See, just like this," and suddenly there's this beautiful, like big yellow-headed flower in full bloom. And he goes, "See, just a crowd pleaser."
Oh,
as it
you're
were.
fancy. Oh my goodness, my friends are going to love you.
Well, I'm sure we'll love them. We're only here for the night. We're passing through, you see. The company are moving through here, but we are on our way to set up hopefully a grand audience down at the mining town, down in Millerton. We believe, if we're lucky enough, we'll be able to have even Lord Stonewall in attendance with all the town.
Trying to remember if we're allowed back in Millerton.
Was it Tank's Bannister or was it another Bannister?
There's another
No,
Bannister.
it was in that other pub
With the lute player.
and we took where we took the
And
the
he fell
spears.
Is it the one where he fell
drugs.
asleep in the river?
Yeah,
Oh,
And the
yes.
mushrooms.
Had
By the river.
with the other guy.
had a little something under the bridge.
Oh, we had to go into that. We took a heap of swords.
Yeah,
Yes!
spears.
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 Heaps, bro.
It's a bit like that dwarf thing. Who's that coming over my bridge?
Got there. Yeah, no.
Filth.
What was his
Filth.
name? I can't even remember. It's so cool.
Oh, it was great times.
Yeah. Oh, Millerton's a great town. You're gonna love it.
Oh yes, I mean it's an exclusive show just for the whole town. And like I
got the
said,
magic
for
mushrooms.
Lord Stonewall to be in attendance, it's just good timing. So that's why we're going ahead to just make sure everything's organised and set. So there'll be a few nights here, I believe, and then the troop will march down. And so it's a big deal for us. So.
Oh, well, if you need any help, shout out, because we've been there, done that.
I may well indeed. Yes.
How many acts are in your troop? Are you looking for anything else to accentuate the awesomeness?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not probably the right person to speak to.
My friend.
Unfortunately, you need to speak to Eli about that. But we have a few magicians. We have dancers. We have this wonderful act where they do swinging from high ropes, and it's amazing.
Amazing.
But a little bit of something, and soon he looks down but it's a little compatriot, and soon we'll have a mime act as well. Remember, keep plugging away. She kind of gets all excited again.
Good on you, Rouge.
It's her thing. She loves it.
That's so neat.
Gaslighting.
But yes, the troupe is run
She's
by
never
the
getting a show.
magnificent troupe of Eli Dazois. So it's yes,
Dazois.
he's been just such a talent. He's been doing this for so long.
So, I love a good talent.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Dazois. But amazing. So he
yes.
organises us and just brings us together, and we wouldn't be what we are without him.
Oh, that's beautiful. That we can share that energy and just that creative urge. It's amazing.
So you're here. Please, I mean, join us. Come, pull up
Oh,
a chair.
let me
We'll
go.
order some food.
I'll go
and-
bring my friends. We're about to shoot off, but they probably would love to. Are you staying in the inn tonight?
We're in the inn tonight. Yes,
Oh,
we'll be
cool.
leaving tomorrow at some point. Yes, in the morning. I imagine.
Neato. Okay, I'll just go tell my friends all about how wonderful you are. I'll be back.
Can you do that?
Okay, so there's some dudes over there from the travelling circus, and they're going to Millerton for a private party for Lord what's his name? The Stonewall. Yeah, just letting you know about that. We might be able to get in, but we've got this other mission to find the children first.
Yeah, we've got to find the children, and then we've got to go and kill that demon lady, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, free that demon lady.
Yeah,
No. You had it right the first time.
yeah, yeah. So get the children, free the lady, go
Kill
to
her.
a circus.
Go to the circus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
Oh,
like
that would be a lovely little treat,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
it?
Yes.
that worked for
Nice
everybody.
little working
I
holiday,
think.
that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should, yeah.
Mm.
Have you all had enough to eat?
Oh, yeah. I just want to have a quick word with Letitia about,
Oh yeah,
what was his name? Colin or something?
Sam.
Sam. That was it.
Colin. They're close. So the same.
Yeah, they both got
Colin.
letters in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Three even.
So, Letitia,
Yes, Duncan.
apparently, like, Sam from...
Also,
like-
I've been practicing my dwarven welcome. Hello.
oh, that was very good. Yeah, you were
Did you
natural.
see that?
So, like the last time we were here, apparently Sam from Blackstone Manor was here, and you seem to remember apparently.
Sam.
Son of.
Oh, Samuel Herring.
That's the one, yeah.
Very different
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe not.
young man, you were, it was only a few days ago now, you were speaking to Edmund, and he was just a young lad, like kind of early 20s maybe, and he was on his own.
Oh.
And I kind of got, after you left, I got chatted to him to see, it's because he's travelling through, and but he said that he was going to pay some respects to his mother. He hadn't seen her grave or something like that. It was a very sad tale, and so yeah, and
He
then
did-
he left the
Oh.
next morning. So
He didn't like just casually mention in conversation anything about sacrificing children or anything, did he?
no, the way you know me that, Duncan.
Or his childhood home being overrun by goblins.
No.
Or being
Oh, I
proud
mean, and kind of was like things fall into place. Oh no, I didn't. I know that there's been talk of that, but and he would have been heading up there. Oh. If only someone that had known that information had spoken to him on the night, they would have stopped him, or at least warned him. But no, he had this beautiful. He as a young lad, his father, they left the manor and moved out of town, and this is the first time he's ever been back to see where she's buried and pay his respects. He had a beautiful watercolor of a daisy to leave there, and I mean there was
'cause they're
talk of
too
maybe coming back down here and re-establishing the manor and doing good. So
Does he seem like a loner?
Well, there might
no
not be
more or
alive,
less
so.
than you, Andrew.
Oh. He could have taken them.
Yeah. That's not a good sign, is it?
I mean, it's 50-50 if ever I
so
heard
she's
it.
buried up on the property.
I believe so. I, as far as I have it, there is a small crypt. It's a good-sized manor.
They always love a good crypt.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think it's under the main house. I mean, there were a few years where some of the children would venture there to explore the manor, and I think that's where the tales of the hauntings came from over enthusiastic minds, if you ask me. But yes,
Perhaps not.
I haven't seen him since, so hopefully he's not fallen into any trouble at all.
No. Well, yeah. Okay. Could we have like 4 beers and some pie to go, please?
Yes, certainly. I'll just go and rustle something up.
Lovely.
Kind of 4 beer. And did you want them in the drink now, or do you want bottles to go?
Or
We better have one while we're waiting.
yeah, we'll have one while we're waiting, and then we'll have a bottle each to go as well.
Yes.
Please. Yeah.
No problem.
Like a stout or something's good for like feeding you.
Yeah.
Yeah, something meaty.
Do that, yeah. And she comes back with some kind of some small individual, like kind of semi-warm meat pies, kind of good scoffing temperature. Yeah, there we go. And then just kind of puts a couple of 4 small. Oh, sorry, shoulder. I'll go and find some goat's milk.
Oh no. Well, water will be fine.
Oh,
You haven't got your own
I
water
wouldn't
flask.
drink
You know
the
what
water.
fish
That
do in
would be
there, eh?
Oh,
No, he likes
Right,
that fancy fizzy water.
All right, can I have?
I don't. How do you make fizzy water, Duncan?
When you get a straw, you just blow in it.
yes, you just blow bubbles.
That doesn't seem very hygienic.
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, it's from,
Can I
it's
just have
like-
normal
It's
milk?
from the north, and he's like.
Like cow's milk.
Yes, absolutely. And she goes away and
Or
comes back
like
with some normal
sheep's
milk.
milk.
And she gives it to you. She goes, I'd have this overwhelming urge just to say bitty. I don't understand.
Oh, bitty.
Bitty.
Oh.
Do some bitty. There we go. And she hands you the
Don't
milk.
don't touch the bitty.
Oh, you don't want to know.
No. You don't want the bitty.
I like that name for you, Short. I think I'll
No.
call you that from now on.
No. Sköld, it's fine.
In your head, what is this bitty?
I've got,
Is this a foe that we need to challenge, Short?
I've got no clue.
No,
You need to do some research and find out.
no, you don't. Don't Google that. Right. Let's get on then.
Bitty.
Let's
I send you a link. I will sketch you something.
Okay. Yes.
So you make your way out into the night.
Yeah.
Into the
Like a
woods
track.
we have to go.
It's easy enough to make your way through the village and up towards Thorn's Ranch to the edge of the woods, knowing that you have to head kind of northeast. And having spoken to a number of people like Lorelei, she would have given you the hint that the track is relatively well trodden but if you can find the stream, just follow the stream east and north, and that will eventually bring you to the manor.
Okay.
It takes you about an hour and a half of searching. Can I get someone to roll a nature check or nature survival check to see how well and quickly you can locate the river?
You're normally quite good at that, Skold.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Because I've natured this long. So what's it survival, you said?
Yeah.
So
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. So 4 plus 4 is 8.
Wow.
He's wandering blind in the dark.
It's like,
What?
why are we
Wandering blind and dark, occasionally
why do-
going.
Get him
I
in.
don't understand this bitty.
Walking into trees.
I'm not the smartest, but maybe we should like got someone who can see in the dark to do that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It adds about an extra half an hour into the journey, and after a couple of hours, you stumble across the river. More luck than chance.
falling.
Not falling. You find it, and as you come across it, you see it, and I'm sure you say something witty to the group.
Yes. Oi, there's a river here.
Very witty. Turning is
Should we go upstream or downstream?
It's quite windy in these woods, eh?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
freaky.
It doesn't sound good.
Oh, we have to go
Northy.
upstream, wouldn't it? I think.
Northy,
Yes.
easty.
It takes about another hour and a half of following the river. Another path is much easier. You've got something to kind of track along. And about an hour and a half later, in the dark, you come across kind of more patchy land where the trees aren't as dense and there's larger openings. And there's a couple of times where your movements kind of alert deer which skitter off and run away, and you haven't seen deer in these woods up until this point. So yeah, can I just get another survival check from one of you, please?
Right, I've got this one. Here we go. 3.
Plus
1.
Oh, golly.
oh dear.
Golly.
I'll
Duncan
do
takes
the
you off
next
the
one.
road, off the path, and into some thicker bushes. And the
Nice.
briar and the kind of the thorny bushes are getting a little bit thicker here, and there's stinging nettles, and you're kind of getting patches of bare skin, and it's just like soldiering on.
Oh, this is the way, trust me.
No, but it's good. It doesn't look like anyone's come this way before.
No.
And with that, then,
Oh.
Duncan, with you leading the path,
See?
I'm going to say
I knew where we were going.
you rustle yourselves out. I'm going to say over here, because
Yeah.
that is what's going to happen. And you
Wow.
you come across what looks, you kind of rustle out of the bush making a little bit of noise, and suddenly before you know it you're in the open, and you kind of backtrack a bit, and then this massive building in front of you that just seems to pop out of nowhere. There's kind of piles of, you know what, it's kind of dark, make a perception check, everyone.
Oh, natural 20 now.
Oh.
17.
17.
15.
Okay, so a lot of this you see there's kind of waste and broken rubbish and kind of look like in the dark shadows of scattered trunks of trees and so on strewn. There's this large building looming up with rounded cornered edges.
No one's done the garden.
You get the impression from the lack of any entranceway or pathway that maybe you're toward the back of it. With a natural 20, good kind of comeback with that one, Duncan. As you come out, you hear.
Mm-hmm.
You hear.
You hear it dice.
Oh, so I hear someone talking.
You hear something talking.
Where's it coming from?
The kind of the fallen branch and woods just right in front.
All right, okay. I'll just go to the others. Quiet, I think there's goblins.
Oh, bloody goblins.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab my hammer real tight.
That's like actually just worrying. Like, look at this.
What? I need to hold it tight so I can swing it about.
Yeah.
Don't let go of it.
No. Oh, it might
The way you
slap
said,
Tish in the
my
head.
hammer really tight.
Right. So we're just back into the
Pumping
tree line a
action.
little bit,
Yeah.
and very
Because he
quietly.
can't see anything, but
No.
we can.
We'll just have a discussion. I think they're behind that barricade thing there. So, do we want to be like stealthy, or should we just run in and kill them?
You're really good at stealth.
No,
So
I'm
let's
not.
exactly.
I think we can send Tish in first.
Well, why don't you take Tish? You take a flanking position in the woods,
Yep.
like with your bow,
Yeah.
and then Undra, if you like go with her, and you can like shoot some magic-y things at them, and me and Skold will just run in. How about
Do you
that?
want us to move a little to the side over here?
I
Or
reckon
just stay where we
I would,
are?
I would go the other side a little bit.
Over
Just-
there?
Yeah, I reckon just about sort of about there maybe.
So who wants to go there?
Uh,
You doing that? You doing that?
Tish and Undra, and then me and Skold will just run in, I reckon. But in the woods, hey.
Yeah, we're
Keep it in
hiding
the
in
woods.
the
We run in
woods.
for like,
And I've got my crossbow.
I go left and you go right.
Yeah.
Which way are you going?
I'll go left because I'm on the left.
Whilst you two are moving, can I get a stealth check from you two as you move?
Oh, yeah.
Not you two are good because you're kind of
We're just
preparing
staying
and
still,
staying
yeah, we're not
still,
moving
but I'll
yet.
get a stealth check from you two for moving.
Alright. Yeah, 16. I'm actually
16.
really good at stealth.
You are very stealthy.
I get an 8. You
Because
get
you're,
a...
'cause you're tiny. I get a disadvantage on it
Because
because I'm wearing
you're
big heavy
strong.
and I'm wearing
Yeah.
big metal
Did
heavy
you get
armor.
a 16?
No, you good.
I got
As
the
far as you're
16
concerned,
as well.
you kind of hear a bit of quiet, Duncan, and then a bit more kind of conversation, suggesting that
Dirty zombies.
the ladies haven't been noticed.
Cool.
Okay.
Right, you're good, Shold. Right, on 1. 1! And then I'm running.
You run in like that.
Yes.
And you surprise quite quickly
You could probably leap
2
and land
goblins
on
that are
them.
sat hunched down playing some strange game with some look like some polished stones. And you run in.
Yeah, I'm running too.
You're running to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I come from
right.
the other side.
And you both get, I'm going to say, a surprise round because I didn't see you coming.
Yes.
Right, what does that mean? Advantage, isn't
Or
it?
you just get a full round of attacks for you two
Oh,
before
okay.
anything happens.
All right.
Oh, I have to think now.
So that's like 23.
That'll hit.
21.
That'll hit. You attacking the same one or different ones?
No, 1 each, eh?
Yeah, 1 each. I'll take the one on the left.
8 on my first axe.
And that, the first axe, you just chop down in, and your axe sinks hard into the neck of this unsuspecting, game-playing, happy-go-lucky goblin who has done nothing wrong in the world today.
He's being a nerd.
And the fear in the other one's face as he sees his friend lose the game of life. And then what do you do?
I split his head open with 21 to hit and 10 damage.
You do that. It's like this. So you've got kind of
So cool,
stumpy and
guys.
headless now,
Yeah.
kind of blood, gore, and
Yeah.
all over the stone, all over the kind of the game pieces.
Is it quiet and just wriggling a little bit, so I don't need to hit him again?
Oh, he did. It's kind of twitching a bit, kind of spasming.
Quickly just check their pockets and stuff.
You can make an investigation check.
Smash
'Cause
them,
it's-
rob them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a good plan.
Oh, I rolled a 16, which is good because I get -2 on investigation because I'm thick as pig shite.
You
14.
So they've got the game pieces of this weird
Yeah.
kind of stony game. There's 6 copper pieces in the pouch of one of them. In the other one, there's a dirty tissue. It looks like a sharpened flint. There's a homemade knife in the other one, and 4 copper pieces in the other one. And it's at that point, as you two are bent over, searching,
Whoa. I am not.
Pineapple.
I'm bent over, searching the dead goblins' bodies as the 2 from over here just see you and
Yeah.
and
Okay, now
as
we're
they go
up.
to shoot.
Oh yeah,
let's
I
roll
probably
initiative.
wouldn't. I probably wouldn't even see them as I'm.
We might hold and roll initiative on the next session.
Oh, at the hands of the goblins. Carve your initials in his body with the flint.
I'm not rummaging through goblin pockets. That's him.
I know. I quite
What's
fancy
wrong with
taking.
rummaging for a goblin's pockets?
Well, I'm
Oh, you're
I'm
racist,
actually
Gold.
keeping my eyes open, but it's dark, so I can't really see anything. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Just feel your way.
careful.
No.
We're on someone complaining about us being nice to him.
We're on borrowed time.
Jonathan.
Right. Kiwis and Dragons, YouTube,
Yes,
Instagram.
YouTube, Instagram.
Pity.
And do check out the YouTube because we got this sweet new recording set
Yeah.
up. We're just tweaking still, but it's pretty cool. So have a look at that, and you can actually see us properly. And we've got a digital map and everything now, which is really cool. So check that out.
So cool.
Check out
You're cool, Alan.
our
You're
website,
so cool, dear.
kiwisanddragons.co.nz,
You're
Instagram, Facebook. Listen
Or
next
else.
week to hear about us killing lots and lots of goblins and not getting into any trouble in this keep at all. No, it'll be
Because
easy.
what could go
business.
wrong in a giant
Going to
haunted
be
mansion?
fine.
No, what could possibly go wrong?
Send pie.
Clearly just full of goblins, nothing else.
No,
and
just
I'm
goblins.
pretty sure it's up for sale as well.
Dun dun dun.
And we've got to rescue the children, so listen to us be heroes next week. Thanks everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye. Goodbye.